Welcome. My name is Christy Whiteside, and I'm the director of Endeavor Charter School. In 2006, Steve McAdams, my father, Maya McAdams, my sister-in-law, and I, 3 career public school teachers, were hired to write the academic proposal for Voyager Academy, now a successful charter school in Durham. The following year, we were again successful in writing another charter school application. This time we earned approval for Endeavor Charter School, a school for our community here in Wake County. Endeavor was the 96th charter school approved at a time when there was a legal cap to only be 100 charters in North Carolina. We believed that we would be one of the last new charter schools in the state. We quickly faced a series of daunting hurdles, starting with the news that while previous schools had been provided $200,000 of startup funds, we would receive zero. However, things began to turn in our favor. We received a $12,000 donation, the total amount that we would use to rent a facility, connect all utilities, secure computers for staff and students, purchase all furniture and all supplies for our opening. We were able to purchase 2 semi-trucks full of used furniture for only $300, less than we paid for the truck, and applications began to pour in. We interviewed teachers in churches, office buildings, and homes. We held information sessions for curious families. We held our first student lottery, terrified that no one would accept a seat. And on the day that our dirty used furniture was delivered in 100-degree heat, so many new families and new staff showed up, and we put our school together. On opening day, July 28, 2008, a red carpet and paparazzi marked the entrance for our students and staff who were all taking a chance on our new untested school. We learned and grew so much in those early years, including developing an ECS teaching philosophy, rich fine arts courses, a competitive athletic program, and a community with a shared vision, all while bursting at the seams in the tiny rented building on Forum Drive with the copy room in the men's restroom and the playground in the parking lot. Even then, we all knew that our permanent home would need to offer more to our students and staff. Immediately, our early directors and foundations started searching gorgeous wooded acres, and they found a new home for the school that we were building together. We opened the doors here in 2014 to a larger staff, more students, teams, dedicated classrooms for our fine arts teachers, and a real playground. Our 10-year anniversary brought a big party, a community effort to break a Guinness World Record, and a new vision for Endeavor, led by the question, what more do we want for our students and staff? And the new vision for Endeavor began to grow. This school started with my family, grew to include a family of the most talented educators in the country, and flourished with the hundreds of families who trust us with their precious children every year. Our charter commitment to provide a familial environment impacts every decision we make. Thank you for being a part of our ECS family, and thank you for being here today as we break ground for the next step in the story of Endeavor Charter School. I'd like to invite Bill Kroll forward.
Good afternoon. My name is Bill Kroll, and I am the Endeavor Charter School Board Chair. Go closer to the mic. Thank you. The summer of 2019, which really seems like a lifetime ago, the Endeavor Board held its annual retreat and started off like we do every board meeting with our mission statement, which is to engage K-8 students by integrating a challenging, hands-on academic program, multifaceted fine arts courses in a familiar environment. We reflect on the information we've been gathering over the past year from numerous discussions from our stakeholders. And as Christy said, we asked ourselves, what can Endeavor do to offer its family more while staying true to our mission? We then prioritized what we value about Endeavor, and that's 1, a high quality staff, 2, a small class size, 3, our fine arts and elective options, and 4, hands-on learning opportunities. From this, we developed what we wanted more from our Endeavor for our Endeavor family and what we needed to improve. First of all was a recognition that middle school is a unique stage of life, and it's not just an extension of elementary school. Second was a desire to reach more families and offer them what we have. Third was an ability to expand our educational offerings with more fine arts, elective options, and year-long sciences and social studies. Fourth was a facility to house performances and a physical education and athletic program. This led to exploring our facilities, and while we are expanding, family remains central to each step we are taking and includes still that high quality staff, small class size, community building activities, and parent involvement. By expanding, we are excited that we will have a larger population that will include more social options for our students at each grade level, the opportunity to serve more students and be a better reflection of our community, and more classes will allow us to provide teachers that specialize with their expertise in every subject. We'll offer a gym that will be used for PE classes and electives. It will be home to our basketball and volleyball teams to practice and play right here on campus, and also a space for special events and assemblies to be held for the entire school. A theater that will be a new home for our drama classes and all future performance. And probably what I'm most excited about is being able to hold graduation here on campus. And both of these facilities can serve as a source of rental revenue and a resource for our broader community. Before I hand this mic over, I need to thank my fellow school and foundation board members and the ECS staff for never wavering in their commitment to this expansion. If you can recall 2019, COVID was never a consideration. And when March, April 2020, and then again in July came around, there were critical moments when we needed to decide whether we were going to pull the plug on this expansion or march on. Every single person saw this expansion as a beacon of hope. And I hope that as you drive by Endeavor now, now that you drive by Endeavor now, and that this expansion is more than just a bunch of drawings on paper, it will provide you the same lift that it provided us. With that, I will turn it over to Michael.
Good afternoon. I'm Michael Reinhardt, and I chair the Foundation Board. I would first like to thank the Foundation members, the school board members, and the administration and school staff, and all of the Endeavor community for their commitment to getting us to this groundbreaking ceremony here today. I would also like to thank BCCG, their trade partners, and for their commitment to getting us to the ribbon cutting in June. It is my pleasure today to share some of the highlights about the expansion project. 3 main sections make up the 65,000 square foot expansion, which is going to be constructed on tilt-up concrete walls for the perimeter of the exterior. Section 1 is the new middle school space, which is highlighted by 15 classrooms, a dedicated science class for each grade level. This 2-story section will also house the new entrance for the main entrance of the facility, as well as a exterior canopy that will help us in our rainy day carpool days. Another very special feature of this part of the portion of the building is a glass vestibule that will look out over the new middle school outdoor space. Section 2, that's the gymnasium. A full-size gymnasium that will have enough space to keep all of our students' activities going regardless of the weather conditions. We plan on having 6 basketball hoops, a retractable screen divider that will divide the room in half, telescoping bleachers. All these will provide functionality for conducting competitions as well as our phys ed classes. Also, a great benefit to this space will be a dedicated locker rooms and lots of storage closets. Section 3 is the new performing arts theater. There'll be over 300 seats that will slope down to the stage. The elevated stage is going to have over 2,100 square feet, absolutely huge for all of our performances. Backstage, there'll be storage, there'll be changing rooms, and a large roll-up door to give us full accessibility to the entire space. There are two common areas that I'd also like to talk about today. The first is the lobby that features, excuse me, first is the lobby that features the gym and the new auditorium. This open and inviting space will consist of 3 glass walls that will be a warm welcoming to all our hosted events. The second is the connection from the auditorium and gymnasium to the school. This large multi-purpose space is going to be will serve as the students' eating area, a space to meet in small groups, possibly an area for artist exhibits, and so on. The potential for the space is endless. With an anticipated completion in June, I'm very excited for the next 6 months. Again, I would like to thank the entire Pride community for coming together on this project. Thank you very much.
At this time, I'd like to invite Bill, Michael, Wake Forest Mayor Vivian Jones, current PAWS President Allison Blatz, and our former director and one of our founders, Steve McAdams, to the front to get a shovel and a hard hat for the official ground break.
Put this Vesto right now. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. It's a special day. Okay. Did I get this one? Oh, it's got Endeavor on it. That is so cool.
You want to sit outside?
And you want to drive the backhoe.
Want an arm? I think I'll give you an arm.
There you go.
You guys are better planned than this. ceremonial nerd. Yeah, you look really good. Anyone want the shovel?
Mayor Jones, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. Well, I appreciate being invited to participate in this great event today. I love to see Wake Forest growing, and I hear all kinds of good things about your school. So I'm excited about that. Yesterday, I had a Zoom meeting with third grade classrooms, and that was a lot of fun. But I appreciate all that you're doing, providing great education for some of the kids in Wake Forest, and we're happy to have you here. And please let us know how we can help you to keep going.
Thank you all for joining us today for an exciting milestone in the story of Endeavor Charter School. And it's just more exciting every day from now until we have our ribbon cutting in June. So stay along for the ride, come drive by and take a look, and cheer us on. Thank you.